Everything you thought you knew about Dutton Ranch just changed forever. Hidden secrets have finally been exposed, trusted allies have become dangerous enemies, and one shocking kidnapping has set the stage for an all-out war. A powerful family is falling apart, blood has been spilled, and after this explosive finale, one thing is absolutely certain: Season 2 will never be the same. The Dutton Ranch season finale delivered everything fans were hoping for and more. From heartbreaking betrayals and shocking revelations to explosive gunfights and a cliffhanger that changes the future of the series, Episode 9 easily stands out as the strongest episode of the season. Nearly every storyline reached its breaking point, and by the end, nobody's life looked the same. Viewers, if you don't want to miss any Dutton Ranch trailer, episode breakdown, or Season 2 update, make sure to subscribe to Next Scene and hit that like button. Now, let's jump right into it. One of the biggest surprises came from the truth about the Temple Ranch. For years, Beulah carried a secret that almost nobody knew. She had secretly allowed the ranch to become part of a drug smuggling operation, using cattle to move narcotics across the border. It wasn't something she was proud of, but years earlier, when the ranch was close to financial collapse during a devastating drought, she believed she had no other choice. What started as a desperate decision slowly turned into a nightmare she could never escape. Beth and Rip were completely blindsided after discovering the truth. They believed they were stepping into a legitimate ranching business, only to realize they had unknowingly become part of a dangerous criminal operation. Both of them immediately made it clear they wanted nothing to do with it. Their loyalty has always been to family and the ranch, not organized crime. That decision instantly placed targets on their backs. Meanwhile, Carter's storyline took a heartbreaking turn. Throughout the season, Carter had struggled with finding his place, constantly pushing away the people who genuinely cared about him. Beth and Rip repeatedly tried to guide him, but he refused to listen. Instead, he became convinced that running away with Oriana would solve everything. Unfortunately, Carter's emotions blinded him to the danger surrounding everyone at the ranch. He ignored Beth's calls, brushed off every warning, and isolated himself at the exact moment he needed protection the most. Believing Oriana was arriving to meet him, he answered the door without hesitation. Instead, armed men working for Mariano ambushed him, knocking him unconscious before kidnapping him. The kidnapping wasn't random. Mariano knew exactly how to hurt Beth and Rip. He understood that Carter had become family to them, and taking Carter would force both of them into a war they never wanted. By the end of the episode, it became clear this wasn't about Carter himself. He was simply the bait. The finale also answered one of the season's biggest mysteries involving Mariano. Years ago, Beulah committed a murder that changed everything, but Mariano accepted the blame to protect her. As punishment, he was forced to leave Texas and disappear into Mexico while everyone believed he had died. That sacrifice destroyed his own life. During his exile, tragedy struck again when his wife was killed, leaving Mariano with nothing except years of anger and resentment toward the family he once protected. That painful history explains why he eventually returned as one of the show's most dangerous villains. His revenge wasn't driven by money alone. It was personal. He believed the Temple Ranch had stolen everything from him, and now he wanted to make them suffer the same way he had suffered. Another huge moment came when Rob Will finally met his end. Throughout the season, Rob Will desperately fought for control of the ranch, believing it belonged to him simply because he shared Beulah's bloodline. But Mariano viewed him as reckless, emotional, and completely unfit to lead. In one shocking sequence, Hayne was forced into an impossible decision. After years of conflict with his brother, he finally pulled the trigger, killing Rob Will once and for all. It was an emotional moment because Rob Will never believed Hayne had the courage to do it. Earlier in the season, he mocked him repeatedly, convinced his brother would never cross that line. He was wrong. However, that decision could come back to haunt Hayne. Just before everything ended, Oriana arrived and appeared to catch a glimpse of the vehicle leaving the scene. If she recognizes what she saw, it could expose the entire truth and create another major conflict in Season 2. Back at the ranch, Beth and Rip faced one of the most intense action scenes of the season. Mariano's men launched a deadly attack, hoping to eliminate both of them before they became an even bigger problem. But Beth and Rip proved once again why they are among the toughest characters in the Yellowstone universe. Instead of running, they fought back. The gunfight was fast, brutal, and filled with tension. Every moment felt unpredictable, making viewers wonder who would survive. Rip especially reminded everyone why he has earned his reputation. Calm under pressure and completely fearless, he protected the ranch while taking down every threat that stood in his way. Even after surviving the attack, the danger wasn't over. One of Mariano's captured men refused to reveal anything about his boss, proving just how loyal the cartel remained. Mariano had built an organization where fear and loyalty were stronger than life itself. Then came the episode's biggest cliffhanger. Beth received a phone call confirming Carter had been taken. Rip immediately understood what it meant. They don't want Carter, he realized. They want us. Beth's response said everything. Then they're going to get us. That final conversation perfectly sets up Season 2. Instead of waiting for the enemy to strike again, Beth and Rip are now ready to take the fight directly to Mariano. What started as a business disagreement has officially become a personal war. Looking ahead, Season 2 promises to be darker, more emotional, and far more dangerous than anything we've seen so far. Carter's life hangs in the balance. Mariano is now fully established as the show's biggest villain, and Beth and Rip have every reason to seek revenge. If this finale proved anything, it's that Dutton Ranch is no longer just about protecting land. It's about protecting family. And when family is threatened, there are no limits to how far these characters are willing to go. After an unforgettable finale packed with shocking reveals, emotional moments, and non-stop action, Dutton Ranch has officially raised the stakes. Season 2 now has all the ingredients for an explosive return, and if this ending is any indication, the battle for the ranch is only just beginning.